Subject: Shang Tsung, a sorcerer whose history spans centuries, possibly longer. His existence is tied to realms outside our own, Outworld, and others the League has only fragmentary knowledge of. Every record describes the same man, a shapeshifter, soul stealer, and manipulator who survives by feeding on the life essence of others. His presence on Earth has always coincided with conflict linked to Mortal Kombat tournaments, ritualized battles used to determine the fate of entire realms. When he acts, it's never alone and never without purpose. He has served Outworld's emperors, broken alliances with other sorcerers, and instigated wars that reshaped timelines. Every move he makes works in service to a larger plan, even when the plan isn't immediately visible. Tsung operates with a level of cunning I don't see often, even among my world's most intelligent adversaries. He shows no loyalty, not even to the rulers he serves. To Shang Tsung, people aren't allies, they're investments, and he collects returns through manipulation, corruption, and fear. Every action he takes is designed to preserve his power, expand it, or secure influence over those who underestimate him. Shang Tsung is a master combatant even without magic. His speed, precision, and adaptability allow him to read opponents within seconds. Once he's taken a soul, he can reproduce that fighter's techniques perfectly, switching styles mid-strike with no loss of momentum. Against most combatants, that alone would be fatal. His soul manipulation is the core of his power. He can extract life force on contact, at range, or through ritual. The stolen soul strengthens him, restores vitality, and grants access to the victim's memories and skills. Every soul he takes becomes permanent knowledge. The longer he lives, the more weapons he carries inside him. Tsung's shape-shifting and illusion abilities make him a one-man infiltration unit. He can appear as an ally, an enemy, or a civilian, any identity he's memorized or stolen. Elemental magic enhances his close and ranged combat. Fire manipulation, teleportation, curses, and binding spells allow him to overwhelm targets before they react. He is immortal by practical definition. If injured, he can regenerate using absorbed souls. If killed, his survival depends on his patrons in Outworld. Death is a setback, not an ending. Subject designation: Threat Level 4. Tsung's magic hinges on concentration. Forcing him into reactive movement breaks the structure of most of his spells. Sonic bursts, flash resonance grenades, and kinetic misdirection can interrupt casting long enough to move him into a controlled position. Mystical support remains an advantage. Someone like Zatanna or Constantine can shut down his ritual channels, but I've prepared countermeasures of my own, limited but effective. They're magic protection sigils, portable and short duration. Zatanna helped refine the inscriptions so they can interrupt soul-stealing attempts long enough to collapse Tsung's casting structure. That window is where he's most vulnerable, and it's the only time a non-mystic like me can act without losing ground. But the sigils don't buy much time. When they activate, I still have to move quick. Drones equipped with concussive bursts and stagger pulses can create disorientation, enough to break Tsung's focus and keep him from re-establishing a spell form. While he's off balance, I close distance, cut off his retreat, and force him into direct combat before he can rebuild his casting field. If I hesitate, the advantage disappears, and the sigils burn out fast. In close quarters, I must rely on insulated armor designated to disperse the heat from his fire spells. Tsung's physical body can be dropped like any human's if you hit fast, hit hard, and never give him time to cast a spell. Once he's unconscious, he must be restrained in a sigil-lined containment capsule and transferred to League custody before Outworld can intervene. Disrupt his magic, and the sorcerer becomes mortal. Shang Tsung falls when you deny him the conditions he needs to win. Batman out.